How you doing, guys? I'm very excited to talk to you again because the last time I spoke to you, I think um, I spoke to you in 2019, just before you come out.
All right.
Yeah, so that was a while back.
Indeed. Sorry if we didn't recognize you.
No, 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 you probably met a couple of people like all of us, man. Like that's
Yeah.
a couple of things have gone on since then, so that's that's
Okay. Yeah.
cool. Yeah, it was a great tour last time. So yeah, I'm very excited to see you guys back again.
As are we.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because that was the last time and I'm going to speak to both of you. Don't worry, I'm not going to focus on especially because there's two of you. You spoke about that was you had that release coming in the wings, and obviously that came out I think the same year, 2019. That was your last release, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's correct. Lese Majesty was that. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and yeah, on that point, it was funny. How did that go down? Because it was very kind of polarizing opinions. Personally, you know what I mean. But I mean, it's always the way with critics anyway. But I loved it. You know that especially. I think it's in the Temple of the Spears is one of my favorites. Like I just think it's just yeah,
Uh,
ridiculously good. But I know some people were saying it's inconsistent. I thought it was a great release.
yeah. Well, it's interesting. I mean, there's a number of factors that played into that which were a little suboptimal. Uh, it was a difficult time. The recording process was challenging. The results, I mean, we can get into it if necessary. No, but it was just
Yeah.
it was just a bit of a rough one. And on top of that, though, I mean, which I think was an important move for us, we decided to release it over our own label,
Yeah.
Lightning and Sons. And I just think the machinery around that release was also, it wasn't ripe enough. So, but we're happy with the material itself. Yeah, but it just kind of got lost in the water a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Also,
timing was
we couldn't support it with touring, right? So it just came out before the world stopped up for a while. So
Exactly. Yeah. That was one of the big that was one of the big downers, because it never really got out into people's hands,
yeah.
via touring. Yeah.
Because a lot of people, like a lot of people of different genres, they sat on releases for so long, didn't they? That kind of, and then
Mm.
the famous post-COVID kind of albums come out,
Yeah.
some good, some a bit shit, like it's,
Yeah.
a bit of different, like, so
But I think probably that's one of our favorite tracks, the Into Temple of Spears. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, if I don't think we need to dwell on that
Yeah, yeah,
release too
yeah.
much. Yeah.
So this is, by my calculation, this is your third time back to Australia. Is that correct? Because I think it
Yes.
was you come in with
Yeah.
Behemoth and Warte, and then also Mayhem, and then I think you ended up headlining the last show, I think in 2019. So
so
Yeah.
that coming time would be our fourth.
Fourth.
Yeah.
This time it'll be our fourth.
this will be the
Yeah.
fourth. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Actually,
Um,
yeah.
so so what's been happening in between? Like obviously because your sound is pretty diverse, what you've been doing, you know what I mean? It's obviously mixes a few genres in between, somewhere between, you know, death metal, black metal with some kind of almost progressive elements as well. Where does it sit at the moment?
I mean, we've just finished recording the next record, which will be released early next year. And the material therein is, yeah, basically, just a healthy evolution of what we've been doing. It's more mature, it's more solid. We haven't veered from the path. It's most certainly Bölzer by any means. And yeah, I mean, we continue to progress. It's very important for us to just basically take us where the inspiration takes us. Uh, yeah. And that's really all I can say. We look forward to playing the new material live. Uh, we won't obviously play all of it in Australia, but yeah, it's going to be fun as of next year. We have a lot of touring planned, so it'll be great to get that out there. Yeah.
And where does that sit? Obviously, Fabian, I want to talk about because obviously, I mean, in with a two piece, you've got to create quite a lot. So how do you pull that sound? Because obviously the compositions are pretty complex, really, to be honest. Like when you listen to, as a listener, there's quite a lot to it. So what's your process to make it really rhythmic and really, everything I suppose has to be pretty in your face and pretty, solid, particularly as a two piece.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's definitely a challenge, but at the same time, it feels very natural at this point. So whenever there are new ideas coming from Okoi, we try to, often he already has an idea how the drums are sounding, or we kind of develop them together. Um, and then usually there's like a lot of layers that we add on and take away as well. So it needs quite a bit of time to mature and come to a place where we're happy with it. But
I think overall the writing process over all of these years, it's been quite a few years going on. It's like 15 or so, especially in the live setting. So our writing process has certainly, you know, um, grown to kind of meet the necessity as a two-piece. And we don't really think about it. But as Fabian said, we're quite critical of the end product. So it usually takes a while for everything to reach a point where we're happy with it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you haven't, yeah, because it's only one LP and several EPs, or is it maybe even four EPs? Is that right? This is off the top of my head, I think that's yeah. So I mean, that's kind of, but I think I would say just not to be a blowing, as we say in Australia, not blowing smoke up your ass. I think it's better to have a catalog of everything solid. Do you know what I mean? Like, even though what you said, the challenges with the last EP, but still very solid material. So I think it's better rather than just releasing something for the sake of it almost.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd never do that. And I'm very I think we both are. There's no way we would write a filler song or something like that, you know.
Mm.
It just
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
fly.
Oh, sorry, Kate. So
No,
your approach, because it's very much, I find your music is very much it's somewhere between almost like excruciatingly heavy to almost meditative. There's quite the two elements, the contrast. So where does that come? Obviously, inspiration and creative process is always different, but I find that's from what you're playing in the band overall, it is that contrast, isn't it? It seems
it's
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I mean, those are kind of as you describe them, there's quite a bit of a juxtaposition going on in music because it's kind of the way we feel. I think it's very much a human kind of reference musically. It's yeah, for me personally, writing most of the stuff, the material on guitar, and it comes from a very honest place. It's a big form of escapism and therapy for me. So I guess it just reflects how we're feeling, you know. Uh, we enjoy the harshness, the heaviness, and also the beautiful things in life, I guess, and our surroundings, you know.
yeah. It's kind of like that, yeah, the balance. It's almost a life lesson, even though live. It's like I've seen the previous times as well. It's a very compelling kind of thing to watch. Um, what I did notice the last time when you played is what role does kind of improvisation play in it? Because you could see that it wasn't a starchy robotic performance. I think the two times I've seen you, it's not there is that improvisation. I mean, we're not talking like freeform jazz, but I could see that flow in the interaction and knowing the records as well, I could see that, so the
Yeah.
tangents there. So what's that like for both of you?
I mean, there's always some room for improvisation for me. It's very important to kind of go with the moment, feel the energy, and just react to it. There's also very strict fills, things that are very important from a songwriting perspective. But yeah, having that room to improvise is a certain ways is very important to me.
Yeah. And I think improvise on an energy level,
Mm.
that's also very important. If you take into consideration that a lot of venues and a lot of crowds are different, and the vibe on the evening is often very different. So you kind of have to, yeah, just let yourself mold into that context as well. Yeah. And vocally, there's room for me to improvise vocally too, you know.
I mean, one aspect is also that we don't play to a click, so even the tempo is created out of the moment, out
Yeah.
of the
Mm.
vibe, the energy that's present. So
In that sense, we're very much like a rock and roll kind of philosophy, you know. I think that's at the heart of all of it. It's very just honest, and it's often quite rough, you know, and we're not ashamed to say that really, because that's just the way it is sometimes, you know. Yeah,
And it
I
keeps
think it's
it,
about,
it
yeah.
keeps it more interesting, I suppose, is for the audience and also for yourself as well, because it's not we're playing say the same 8 songs all the time or something. Like obviously to be a huge band that's, has its benefits as well, but then you see the set list and it's like, fuck, they're playing, the
Yeah,
sixth
yeah,
country in a row with the same, 15 songs like that, that's,
exactly.
it's, you
Yeah.
know,
I mean, if you look at a lot of big rock and metal bands, there's always room for things to just go up or down, and
mm,
it's just what happens in a way. And obviously you strive to capture all of that important energy on the night. And I think that's one of the things you have to learn to master, you know, is kind of try and tap into this. I like to name it like a cyclic energy exchange with your surroundings. Sometimes that's easy to do and enjoyable, and sometimes it's nigh impossible, I find. Yeah,
mhm.
yeah.
yeah, it's definitely a tricky one to approach. So what can we expect from the tour? So obviously, yeah, you're playing with Portal as well, which are amazing band. So that'll be yeah, I haven't seen them since around that kind of time as well. I've only seen them once with the crazy outfits and that, but obviously musically incredible. So yeah, I mean people are very excited about the show.
Yeah,
And we're stoked as well. Really looking forward to playing with them and seeing them as well live.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be quite the ordeal. Yeah, I mean, I think it's an interesting package too, you know. I think it's great from Soundworks, Dave and the boys, Dicey, to organize this, and having asked us as well. We're very honored. Um, and we've always had a great response in Australia, a great rapport, you know, from fans there. So yeah.
And we'll definitely also play some fresh material, not too much, but
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, something from the new stuff. So it's always so it's good to chat to you guys, before the next release is coming. You know what I mean? Obviously, the cycle in between has been a bit bigger for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
So, and just before I go, what's from each one of you? What's your biggest kind of career highlights so far? I know you've played with a lot of amazing bands, festivals, and that, but anything that just quickly jumps to mind?
For me personally, it's being able to travel to so many places with the band and meet so many great people. And we have, you know, made so many close friends over the years via playing music on an international stage. So yeah, it's been enjoyable. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same for me. And I'm very stoked that the new album, we can get that momentum rolling again and really tour our
Yeah.
asses off. So
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, things have been quiet, you know,
yeah.
since obviously, you know, a lot has happened, as you
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of a fresh start for us in a way. we're investing a lot of newfound energy and vigor into the new chapter.
Yeah, no, it'd be great. And I think Australia is a good testing ground too, because it's always, you've, as you both mentioned, you've always got a good response. So there is no doubt about that. That'll be a great tour. That's not that far away. So yes, thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to catching you guys in Melbourne. So yeah, it'd be great.
Nice.
So thanks so much, and thank you for your records.
You're welcome. Thanks for your time as well, Mark, and look forward to catching up there.
Yeah.
No worries. All right, thanks, guys.
Bye.
Okay.